Ruth Chapter 2. Now Naomi had a relative on her husband's side, a man of standing and good reputation from the clan of Elimelech. His name was Boaz. Morning Ruth said to Naomi, "Let me go out to the fields and glean heads of grain. Wherever I find favor," Naomi said, "go ahead, my daughter." So Ruth went out and began to gather grain behind the harvesters. And as it happened, she found herself working in a field belonging to Boaz, a man from Elimelech's family. Just then Boaz arrived from Bethlehem and greeted the harvesters. "The Lord be with you, the Lord bless you," they answered. Then Boaz asked the overseer of his harvesters, "Who does that young woman belong to?" The overseer replied, "She is the Moabite woman who came back with Naomi from Moab." She asked if she could gather the leftover grain behind the harvesters. She's been working hard from morning until now, except for a short rest. So Boaz went over to Ruth and said, "Listen, my daughter, don't go and glean in another field. Stay here with mine. Watch where my men are harvesting and follow along after the women. I've told the men not to touch you. And whenever you're thirsty, go and drink from the jars they filled." Ruth bowed down to the ground and said, "Why have I found such favor in your eyes that you notice me, a foreigner?" Boaz replied, "I've been told all about what you've done for your mother-in-law since the death of your husband, how you left your father and mother in your homeland to live among a people you did not know before. May the Lord reward you for what you've done. May the God of Israel, under whose wings you have come to take refuge, richly bless you." Ruth said, "You've comforted me and spoken kindly to your servant. Though I do not have the standing of one of your servants." At mealtime Boaz called to her, "Come over here, have some bread, and dip it in the vinegar." So she sat with the harvesters, and he offered her roasted grain. She ate all she wanted and even had leftovers when she got up to glean again. Boaz gave orders to his men, "Let her gather among the sheaves and don't stop her. Pull out some stalks from the bundles and leave them for her to pick up. Don't rebuke her." So Ruth gathered grain in the field until evening, then she beat out what she had collected. It was about an ephah of barley. She carried it back to town, and her mother-in-law saw how much she had gathered. Ruth also gave her the leftovers from her meal. Naomi asked, "Where did you glean today? Where did you work? Blessed be the man who took notice of you." Then Ruth told her mother-in-law about the one whose field she'd worked in. "The name of the man I worked with today is Boaz," she said. Naomi smiled. "May he be blessed by the Lord, whose kindness has not forsaken the living or the dead. That man is a close relative of ours, one of our family redeemers." Then Ruth said, "He even told me to stay with his workers until they finish the harvest." Naomi said, "That's good, my daughter. Stay with his servant girls. You'll be safe."